Hi, everybody. I'm just trying to get my lighting and stuff set, so I oh my gosh, turned everything on a little earlier than was planned. There we go. Turn this off, so I'm not getting, we'll have a few minutes to talk, before the, um, yeah, before the ritual. Hi, Echoes of the Missing. I will promote your show later, Melinda. People are just starting to come in from another stream we were watching and chat we were in. Hello, Beverly. Jill. Hi, Sarah. I don't remember seeing you in my chat before. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it's been a long, busy day. Oh. Okay, those are just tree ornaments, the lights going off of their little pieces of wood. So, yeah. Hi, Wahoo. I'm glad lurking mode is enabled. I hope your back's feeling better, Wahoo. Hi, Bill. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Rodney. Hi, BK. Well, I am very appreciated for the John Lindy raid, even though he can't do a real raid because I'm not monetized yet. But I am over 100 subscribers, for which I thank everybody for. I hope everybody's doing well on this shortest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere. Thank you, Vicky. Yeah, a lot of my ornaments, and then I have unicorns on here that are all, say hello to Crystal, everyone. What? Yes. Hello. Can you get back? Hi, kinda. Thanks for coming in, Colorado. Anyway, today is the shortest day of the year for us in the Northern Hemisphere. Hi, John. Hi, Billy Buzz. It is widely known as the winter solstice. Yuletide is kind of a generic term that people use nowadays for this time of year. Yule is actually one of the holidays on a witch or pagan's wheel of the year. There are 7 other holidays we celebrate, and I will be doing special streams on them too. So, hi, Loretta. Yes, this has been a very long year. Winter solstice is when most witches and pagans watch the Holly King die and excuse me, and the birth of the Oak King. Now, that might sound a little backwards to a lot of people, seeing as how holly's more used more during this time of year. But what it actually is the Holly King is born on the summer solstice, which is the longest day of the year. And as the days start getting shorter until Yule or the winter solstice, the Holly King lives his life because he brings us the darkness. The Oak King, and he also lives during the cooler times of the year, or damn cold times of the year, actually. Crystal spelled with a C, John. The Oak King, who is born on the winter solstice and dies on the summer solstice, helps to bring the light back into the world as the days get longer. Now, when I say die, there is a metaphysical battle between the Oak King and the Holly King every 6 months, or approximately 6 months, give or take a couple of days. And, sorry, I lost my train of thought. And they battle it out. And so today, winter solstice started here where I live at approximately 9:45 this morning. I go more by sunset than by sunrise for the solstice holidays. Thank you, Jen. Because to me, the ending of something comes at night, and the beginning of something comes with the daylight. So, right now, somewhere in the universe, in the metaphysical world, the Holly King and Oak King have battled it out for the Oak King to be supreme and the Holly King to have met his demise for this time. I will be going more into the Oak King and the Holly King when we have this spring and autumn equinox. Rodney, why do you say Yuletide is your Germanic pagan ancestors' fault? And welcome to the show, Rodney. Please explain what you mean by that, Rodney. Now, so I've been watching some wackadoodle videos and some regular videos about Christmas time and this time of year. And you may check, and please do check, anything that you think that I might be wrong upon with what I'm about to say. Now, I was raised Christian in a very old church. It's called the New Apostolic Church. And we were taught, as all Christians are, that Christmas celebrates Jesus Christ's birthday. Scholars, not only of the Bible, but also scientific scholars, have wackadoodle Adam AI type things. Have found that the star referred to as the Star of Bethlehem would have been in the spring. Part of the reason that Christmas is when it is because of today, because of the winter solstice. The winter solstice has been celebrated before there was even any written history. It goes back thousands of years. There's even mention of it in not only ancient Greek and ancient Rome, ancient Egypt, the Celts, whether they be from Ireland, Germany, what is today, Ireland, Germany, and other places that the Celts were from, and also the Vikings were from. So then you have Christianity. And mostly the Catholic Church, because That was big Christian, the first real big Christian faith. And the reason that they started celebrating Christmas on December 25th is the winter solstice can fall anywhere between December 20th to the 22nd. Us pagans, we do bonfires, we do rituals, we party. We are grateful for what we have been given. We are grateful that we can be responsible for things we say and things we do, that we don't have to go through an intermediate to ask for forgiveness, that we can go right to a person, place, or thing and ask for forgiveness for something we've done wrong or said wrong to them. So, in order to convert more pagans, and the original meaning of pagans was peasants, it has gone into the umbrella term for all witchcraft type religions, be it Satanism, Wicca, Druidic, Dianic. There's a lot of them. Anyway, in order to convert more of us to Christianity, that's why they put Christmas where it is. As I said, these things are backed up. I'm not just spouting spiritual rhetoric that I've heard over the years. Okay? I have done my research. I have been an eclectic witch. I'll explain what eclectic means in a minute. For 48 and a half years now. I started following my spiritual path when I was 19 years old. I am now 67. I'll be 68 at the beginning of May. I apprentice people if they want to learn the ways of witchcraft, and I don't teach them, okay, this is what I believe, so this is what you have to believe. There is no one single real dogma in witchcraft or paganism. There are a lot of them. And being an eclectic witch, rather than a Wiccan or a Dianatic are people who follow the goddess Diana, or being a Satanist, which are people who follow Satan. And no, not all Satanists are bad. Okay? I have known Satanists that do very good things for people. As an eclectic witch, I personally draw from Wicca. I draw from ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, ancient Rome. My biggest draw is from Celtic, Druids, and actually Viking ways. Now, before I put out the cigarette and get ready to do the rituals, is there any questions that you would like answered right now before I start? Because I'd be happy to answer anything. You can also, my spirit daughter, my daughter of my heart, Echo of the Minds, is here in stream with me today. Oh, Echoes of the Missing. I'm sorry, Melinda. She has a great show. I suggest we'll be talking to her later on after the ritual. But her and I have known each other for many years. She is a practicing witch. I know some of you in chat have some experience with witchcraft. Everything else sounds interesting. Well, Loretta, the thing about, okay, Christians are taught Satan was a fallen angel and he reigns over hell, which is a horrible place. Hades, which comes down to us from Rome and ancient Greece, is actually it's not the fire and brimstone that the Christians perceive it as or say that it is. Hades is the underworld, whereas hell is the fire and brimstone world. The underworld does hold and can hold, in my belief, many dark entities. Whereas Satan was an angel, an archangel. Okay, Bill. Actually, Melinda from Echoes of the Mind will be coming on after the ritual, as far as I know, to talk a little bit about her channel, and then I'll get it into Discord. If I don't, send me a Discord message and remind me. So Satanism, they look at Satan as a god instead of a demigod or an archangel or whatever you'd like to call him. And he's supposed to be the one that just, if you do anything and you don't get forgiveness, you're going to hell and you're going to be under Satan's horrible rule. Whereas with paganism, with Satanism in it, they might not all of them, just the same as all witches, do not follow a path of trying to do good things, trying to live a good life. There's good and bad in everything. And yes, Satanism is actually an offshoot of Christianity because, once again, he was thrown down from heaven for whatever sins he had done. I don't remember right now off the top of my head. Yes, Jen, I can give you a minute. But it's very interesting to, I explore a lot of different, I have explored many religions in my life. I have gone to Southern Baptist, the church I was raised in. My mother's whole family is Catholic. Two of my ex-husbands were Lutheran. In fact, my three youngest children were baptized Lutheran. I've also been to synagogues, Greek Orthodox churches. I have been to satanic rituals. At one point in my life, way, way, way back many decades ago, I even studied dark magic, which I no longer do. And I do not and will not do any type of ritual or any type of spell work that will take over another person's free will. Now, another big difference between Christianity and most paganistic traditions is we don't have a heaven and hell. We have a Summerland, which is where you go to rejuvenate, try to balance some of your karma from your latest lifetime, and wait for your next lifetime. Yeah, you're right, Bill and Adam. Yes, Satan or Lucifer. He was the archangel Lucifer. He tried to take over heaven. I have also I spent 2 years at a Christian college studying theology because I'm the type of person that wants knowledge. I don't want to convey something or that's not true. Okay. I want to be able to be upfront with people and say, if I don't know something, I don't know it. Um, Bill, there's really nothing to get into. Other people are respectfully, just as you were, citing their opinions and their beliefs. And if there is anything I want this channel to be, is a safe place for everyone to respectfully be able to share whatever you choose, whatever your opinion is, and for everyone to be respectful of the other. Oh, I do a lot of research, Bill. I have my own website. Mom, check your messages. Okay, sweetie. Um, just a minute, guys. Oh, okay. Melinda can't come on tonight to explain about her channel, but as soon as I can arrange it, I will. Because I think some of you would be very interested. She helps law enforcement find missing people. Her and her team do. I don't have an opinion. I don't know diddly squat. We all have opinions on stuff, Bill. You know, if you learn something new every day, you're exactly, Rodney. I have always been taught that I need to learn something new every day. Anyways, I have my own website. It's called witchesofthecraft.com. If you go to my homepage, there is a link there. And if you're interested in reading other things about witchcraft, please stop by. You know, there's a comment section. It's open for everybody, there's no charge. I inherited it. It was a gift to me from a very, very dear friend of mine. Witchesofthecraft.com has been an active website for well over 20 years. She started it when the internet was new. Love you too, Melinda. Good luck. I'll talk to you later, honey. Okay, back to me, or back to this. One of the best things our founding fathers did was put the freedom of religion in the Constitution. Very much so, Rodney. And okay, I'm going to get a tiny bit political here, but with the people sitting in Washington today trying to change other parts of the Constitution, I have a fear that that might get changed too. I will say that I do face prejudice daily, not daily, but quite often, because I do wear my pentagram or my pentacle, which, oh, that's my tree of life. My pentacle, which has the mother goddess on it, outside my shirt. Just like people wear crosses outside their shirt or a Star of David or whatever their religious symbol is. Well, you also have to, when we're talking about the Bible and the books in the Bible, I don't know if anyone's ever read the Dead Sea Scrolls that are supposedly missing things that King Constantine and then the Catholic Church did not want in the Bible. But that's getting way far away from what we're doing tonight. Tonight, we're going to celebrate the winter solstice. Now, I am going to be putting on, as I set up my altar, I will explain what each thing is and what it's for. I ask, as we start this part of the program, that no one uses any swear words in the chat. If you do, I have asked my moderators to please put you in a 10-second timeout. If you have to be in more than 3 timeouts, I will ask you to leave the stream tonight. I respect all people, all religions, all spiritual paths. And I ask that you please respect mine this evening. Thank you. Thank you, John, for putting my website link in. Okay, guys, I lost some. Oh, here it is. Okay. The first thing that's going to be going down in front of me for my altar is an altar cloth, which again has the goddess mother on the front of it. And I'm not using my normal altar things because you wouldn't be able to see me. Okay. Now, correct, Bill, G-rated only. Now, I have stones representing the 5 elements. Most people refer to the 4 elements, which are earth, air, water, and fire. Spirit is also an element of our makeup. Spirit goes at the top of the Mother Goddess's head. Water goes to the right top point. Fire goes to the bottom right point. Earth goes to the bottom left point. Air goes to the top left point. Tonight I am using candles. This represents the Holly King. The white represents the Oak King. Okay, I gotta... okay, unfortunately, because I don't have a separate camera, my camera is on my computer, and I can't... so I can't show you my actual altar. What I will do is take a picture of it and put it in a comment post. I have my sword, which I will be using soon to make a sacred circle. Oh. And then I have this candle. This is my personal candle. And for me, my personal candle, I use it during every ceremony because it brings part of me into it. It's also used to light anything else that might be on the altar that needs to be lit. Now, if you excuse me for 1 minute, I need to move my chair out of my way and put my cloak on. Or at least try to. Yes, I have it upside down as usual. Once I fasten the cloak, the ritual will be starting. I ask everyone who would like to please draw in a breath. Feel roots go down from the bottom of your feet into Mother Earth. This will ground us and help center us for the ritual. I will now be casting the sacred circle. I cast the circle in perfect love. I cast this circle in perfect trust. I cast this circle to protect everyone who is in it. As you are all in the chat, you are protected. I have decided not to call the quarters today. Calling the quarters would be me turning to the east, the north, the west, and the south, and calling either an element into them that corresponds with it, or an archangel, or gods and goddesses, but I have chosen not to do that tonight. Okay. There, now you can see me again. I call upon the Holly King to enter our circle and to be with us. I light this candle in your honor. We thank you for all you have brought to us this year. And we hope that you rest in peace. This candle will be left burning until it goes out completely. In my belief, when the candle goes out, the Holly King is sleeping. We light this candle in honor of the Oak King. Your rebirth is bringing to us joy and longer days. We ask you to please help with the planting. Sorry, I just got a shiver. With the planting when the weather becomes right for it. The white candle will burn down to help bring the sun back into the sky and to party a little bit for the Oak King. Now, if you wish, you can accept a blessing I am going to give. If you feel uncomfortable with the blessing, you don't have to accept it. I will explain that I am a high priestess. I am also an ordained pagan minister, which allows me to do legalized wedding ceremonies, deaths, births, that type of thing. I also do hand fastings, which we'll get into when it's closer to more hand fasting time. I ask that all those here tonight be brought peace, joy, love, that they have everything in their life they need in the new coming year. Enough money to meet debts and bills, enough love, enough happiness, and enough appreciation and respect. I also ask that we each can have a little money left over for some fun. I send a blessing of love from my heart to each of yours. So mote it be. I will now open the circle, and after I open the circle, then the chat will go back to normal. I thank you, universe, for the protection you have given all of us in this circle. I thank you for the perfect trust that was given to me tonight. I thank you for the perfect love that we can all have in our hearts. The circle is open, but never broken. Go in peace and love. Once I take my cloak off, it's party time. Oh, by the way, in case anybody wants to know, we are the daughters of the witches you couldn't kill. Let me move these things so I don't burn myself or anything else. And then I'll sit down and I'll be back with all of you. Be right back, guys. Get my chair back in here. Yeah. Just a minute, I lost my earbuds. Yes, Adam, I'm done. You're very welcome, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you have any questions, now let me get things set back up like they should be for us to have some fun and some quiet time and just relax with each other. And if anybody wants to join me on screen, come on. You're welcome, Rodney. I enjoyed being able to what's what I'm looking for? I enjoyed being able to be with you all tonight. What is the purpose of the night? Okay. Yes, wait, I will get right there, Vicky. Yes, thank you all very much for being respectful, and I enjoyed doing the ritual with people who haven't experienced one before. Okay, now I'm back to being crazy. Okay, um, the purpose of that's a sword, and that's just what I chose tonight to do my circle with. Um, some witches use a wand, which I do sometimes. Some people just use their finger. Um, so it's a ceremonial purpose. It would be like, when they carry those, yes, hello, Crystal, those censer things, the incense things through church, they're just ceremonial. That's basically what the purpose is. Um, Beverly, to me, blessed be can be used at any time when you want to have someone. How do I explain this? When you're wishing good on people, it's like, you um, I have to go back to the Catholic Church because that's the easiest for me. When they have the part in the Mass where it says, peace be unto you, or peace be with you, that's basically the uh, a blessed be ritual. Which blessing ritual haven't you heard in decades, Rodney? You're welcome, John. Thank you. Yeah, puppy. I have a wand too, Beverly. I have an oak wand, a maple wand, and a crystal wand. I just studied during my late mid-20s. I incorporate many of the beliefs. Okay. I'll be. Thank you, Loretta. But no, we don't do weird things. you know, I mean, at least myself and my coven, we don't do really weird off the wall things. Yes, there are many people who do. I'm just not one of them. Oh, here, let me show you my t shirt, my sweatshirt. I'm back to my Grinchy self. Anyway, Dave got me a new hat today, but boy, is it hot. Um, I'm Thank you for thinking that it was beautiful, Loretta. Part of part of the reason I started doing YouTube was I am fairly well known in the pagan world because I've been in it for so long. And I've been doing stuff online now for 12 years, I think it is. So it's not. And I feel that I have a platform where I can. Crystal, what is it? Can you go lay down, please? Hi. Where I can educate others and show them that witchcraft isn't really that weird, okay? It isn't what the oh, okay, Rodney. Um it isn't what you see on TV. It isn't what you see in the movies. It isn't um being a witch makes me no different than anybody else that walks the earth. We all have our quirks. We all have our way of doing things. We all have our beliefs. You know, if anybody wants to join me on screen, come on in. Just let me know you're coming so I can add you. I really hate being on this part by myself. Wahoo, please go rest. I hope your back is feeling better. I've been sending you some healing energy and praying that it gets better. Please go rest. And thank you very much for coming tonight. Yeah, exactly. The craft isn't accurate at all. Just like the show Charmed, that was really a good show. But, yeah, their brand of witchcraft is out there. About the only thing they got right on Charmed was having spells rhyme. But the wording of their spells wouldn't have worked anyway. Same as in the craft or the movie Practical Magic. What else? The Crucible. Go back and search what really caused. Okay, I was going to wait until October to talk about this, but I'll touch on it right now. The Salem witch trials were actually started. The witch trials were actually started by King James the First, I believe, or the second, in England, from being nudged by the Pope. Oh, I'm sure they did it on purpose, Adam, but none of their writers were any type of witches either. And there were other witch trials here in the United States, too. There were many more people put to death or ran out of town or, and stuff than what happened in Salem, Massachusetts. Salem, Massachusetts was actually the last witch trials that got a lot of public participation, for lack of better words. And most of the men and women had nothing to do with witchcraft at all. It was because from what I've read and have been coming to understand is that the people who reported the woman or the child or the man that was supposedly the witch, they got all their land and their house and everything in it if they were convicted. So, hey, why the hell not? Tell them she's a witch because I really like that table that they got. It was persecution, and witches have been persecuted and are still persecuted all across the planet.
Not the bit witch.
Just saying. And it's not always easy. Yes, jealousy and greed, Loretta. You're so right. I mean, it's been proven that the rye bread got some kind of fungus that can cause hallucinations, that can cause seizures. And they didn't know, back in the, 1700s, that things like that could happen from food. If it was still edible, I ate it, even if you got sick afterwards. Yeah, I was listening to something the other night about food preservation,
in medieval times. They didn't have ice boxes, they didn't have refrigerators. They'd sometimes eat a piece of meat for 3 or 4 days, especially and meat was usually for the nobles, and their servants would just cut off the bad parts and put it back on the table. The artistic license Hollywood usually takes. Rituals in every religion. Exactly, Rodney. They do. They do. The Actually, Adam, it was started by 3 girls, and it did come out, because they have gone back to the area where Old Salem was. Now, this is going to sound really gross. And found like where outhouses were and stuff, and dug down to get waste material to test. Archaeologists have. Oh, you like a nice moldy loaf? Well, as long as it's not in your pants, you're fine, Adam. Yes, many that were accused of grudges, or, as Loretta said, jealousy and greed. And once accused, yes, it was. It was. It was impossible not to be found not guilty. Was it like food poisoning? Yeah, in some ways it was, Nancy, but besides the upset stomach and the diarrhea, you also had hallucinations. It's called ergot. That happens with the fungus on the rye bread. And yeah, it can cause really nasty things. Like I said, hallucinations, where they said that they saw specters, which were ghosts or spirits of people. That was a hallucination. I haven't, excuse me, I haven't really found anything uh, that we think of like food poisoning today, like I said, with the upset stomach and the vomiting and the diarrhea and the stomach cramps. I haven't been able to find any concrete evidence of that, of those types of symptoms, just of the seizures and hallucinations. So I guess it's another form of food poisoning. That is a yes too. John, I thought you were going to try to hop on here with me. Now, if any of you would like tonight, you can take a candle any color you want, as long as it's in a very safe place where it cannot get knocked over and start a fire in your home, which I suggest your kitchen sink. Light a candle to welcome the sun going to start being longer again. Granted, it's just a few seconds until the time change. Severe botulism. Okay, Adam. Thank you. Yes, they did. They didn't burn witches. They burned women whom they thought were witches. That was the favorite way to kill them in England and Scotland. Because you have to remember, this was after Queen Victoria the First, or I'm sorry, Queen Elizabeth the First rule. And after she died, Mary, Queen of Scots' son, became King James of Scotland and England. And yes, they would tie women to stakes. There are actually countries, they're in the southern hemisphere. I'm not going to name the countries out of respect, that still burn women that are considered witches.
You're toast.
Okay, Adam, the thing you're referring to, the person that kept having stones piled on them was a man. There isn't any proof that I have found that a woman was killed like that. But there is a man, his first name was John. They also hung people during the witch trials. Hey, Nancy, I'm going to take John's words. Shut the up, Nancy. They put like pieces of wood on the man and then started putting not rocks like we think of rocks, boulders on him, and kept telling him, according to what I've read, they kept telling him to confess and they would stop. And it was called pressing. And he refused to confess to being, at that time, they called a male witch a warlock. And he refused. And so, yeah, they piled enough of these boulders on him that they killed him. Now, another thing to think about.
There we are.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Another thing is the word warlock and the word sorcerer and sorceress and that type of thing. Why sorcerer and sorceress was used in old English. Male witches in the modern era are referred to as witches, not warlocks. That is a bewitched thing. You know, the TV show Bewitched and other stuff. Actually, Joan of Arc was burned at the stake. Yes, she was burned at the stake for heresy. And there are some stories that part of the heresy she was charged with was witchcraft because she could hear the voice of God. Hello, John. Welcome.
What up, sis?
Hey, you're not echoing. Oh,
yeah,
my
like I said,
goodness.
I think I got it set up right this time, but I mean, I kind of do need to have the like echo come back through. Well, I mean, not the echo, but a sound coming through or my headphones will shut off.
Okay, turn
Either
the
that or I
sound-
need to just like throw them out the
Listen.
window.
Okay, I have a new thing. When I'm
See,
trying to talk,
now there we
and John wants-
are. I
and
can't
John
hear
won't
you
shut
now.
up. Anyway, John, try muting your YouTube stream because I have to mute my YouTube stream in order to not get any kind of
All right, now I
in the
can hear you.
background. Isn't that marvelous?
Yeah, it just takes a minute. It's like it has to have a constant connection. But yeah, I don't know. In any case,
here's Bill's link. If any of you would like to, please go over and oops, nope, that's my link again to come and join me. Okay. See, John comes on. I have technical difficulties.
what can I say?
Anyway,
I'm the king of technical difficulties, and Nancy, shut the fuck up.
Anyways, check out Bill's stream and give him a
Yes.
like. Give him, help him out too.
Exactly. I mean, we're here to build each other up.
Exactly. It's here now. What's here now, Adam? The technical difficulties because John's on? Why wouldn't that surprise me?
I mean, it is what it is, but
You didn't do anything, Nancy. I don't know why he said that.
I said it because it makes her happy.
Oh, okay. Had to look it up, but she was. This is Jonah Bark who Beverly is referring to. And I'll have to tell you, Jonah Bark, Queen Boudica of the Celts, Irish Celts, those are two of my superstars. Just because of the guts and bravery they had. What?
Look over in the chat. Nancy put two laughing so hard she's crying emojis because I said that. I mean, it's a running joke between us, and I'm glad that she enjoys it because, some people would be like, "Don't say that to me." But no, Nancy knows that I'm only joking, and she actually loves that fact. So,
Bill's late once again. Well, Rodney, I'm glad John brought you. I hope we see you back again.
Yeah, Rodney. Welcome.
Don't forget, gang, on Thursday night, starting at 6:30 Pacific time, p.m., 6:30 Pacific time, 8:30 Central Time, 9:30 Eastern Time, I'm going to be doing a hangout like we did on Thanksgiving. Just time to have fun, relax, unwind from the holidays. Yes, Rodney, I am saying he can be a jinx. 2 thumbs up on that one.
Actually, you know what? I'll make it 4 thumbs up.
Sorry, guys. My house is really dry.
I mean, seriously, though. I mean, I am kind of like a bit of a jinx.
No shit. Beverly, what do you mean you're not eating another hamburger tomorrow? Is that what you had on Thanksgiving? That's a shame. If you lived closer, I'd bring you some ham and sweet potato and mashed potatoes and what else are we having? Brussels sprouts, corn. Gotta have corn if you got mashed potatoes because you gotta. John, you're gonna go when I say this. You gotta put the corn on top of the mashed potatoes and mix it into it.
Ew.
Oh, for dinner tonight. Okay, Beverly. John, what the 4th, the one at? Huh?
I put 2 thumbs up.
Nancy, that had to do with him being a jinx.
Yeah. Now shut the fuck up.
That was an answer to this question.
Wait a minute. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try it anyhow.
Oh, this ought to be good. I love Brussels sprouts too. And meatloaf and mashed potatoes for Christmas. Ooh, that sounds good, Vicky.
Did it come through or no?
No.
Okay. Well, I just played the audio clip. Shut the fuck up, Nancy.
Oh no, it didn't. It won't come through.
Oh well.
Yeah. Please, if you haven't, like this video, subscribe, but have the solid bell on, and then you'll get the notifications for when my videos come on. Unless you have the same problem with YouTube that I do, I haven't got one single solitary notification for any channel in at least a month. What was that?
How about packing another cigarette?
Oh, Rodney, where
Um,
are you? You've got your menu. Where are you?
Also, if I could be so bold, if I may be so bold, anybody that's in here that does not like and subscribe, I will track you down, I will find you, and I will send you pictures from me on Halloween.
Why don't you send them pictures of you every day before you put on your makeup? That'd be even scarier.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that, Carla. That's funny. No, we're going to start small and we'll work our way up. Because if I send them pictures of me from Halloween with the wearing the crop top and the leggings, if that doesn't get them to subscribe, I'll start sending nudes.
Oh, I'm up to 102 subscribers. Thank you, everybody who has subscribed and put me over 100. I so appreciate it. I'm looking to get to 500 subscribers by May 1st, which is my birthday. And it's also Beltane. It's another pagan holiday on the wheel of the year. The holidays are in bulk.
I saw that, Nancy.
Just like that, they went out of my brain. Hang on just a second, and I will tell you the holidays. Okay. There's Imbolc, which is around February 2nd. Ostara, which we will also be talking about Christian Easter then. Beltane. Lilith, which is the summer solstice. Ostara is also the spring equinox. Then there's Lammas. Then Mabon, which is the autumn equinox. Samhain, which falls on Halloween. And then the one we're celebrating today. Carla, a video game I'm talking about. Oh, okay. Sent pictures of that talking tree in Fallout 3. Okay. Feel free to talk about whatever you guys want.
I got to answer Adam real quick. That's funny. That's funny shit, dude. That was great. I love that.
There you go, John. YouTube will take his channel down if he has no makeup on. That's from Rodney.
Damn it. I just dropped my lighter. Sorry.
Nah. I guess we'll roast John a little bit too.
Hey, I can handle it. Actually, I like being roasted. In fact, I was going to ask you if you might be interested in hosting a roast around my birthday, but it's up to you.
When's your birthday?
Talk more. I didn't hear the first part of that.
When is your birthday?
When is my birthday? I can read lips, believe it or not. My birthday is in February. I actually, you remember the Clean Marine in my chat? His name is Michael. I called him because he's like one of my best friends. He's a brother from another mother. I asked him if he would try to come on for that, and he said, yeah, he would try to.
All right.
But I mean, if anybody knows me well enough to roast me, it's him and our friend Dennis. I've been trying to get a hold of Dennis, but I know that he's not in very good health. That's the sad part. I know that he's not in good health. He's
right,
actually
then
in
we'll
worse
table
health than I am, and that should tell you all something.
I'm sorry to hear that. We'll talk about that when it gets closer.
Okay. I mean, I just want to give it a shot. I mean, I appreciated the fact that Mikey came on for the first one, but he doesn't have to come on for a birthday one. But it was just a thought because I love being. Shut the fuck up, Nancy.
Yeah, Nancy, if I put it into the stream, then everybody can read it.
Oh, shit.
So, an update on my health, speaking of which, my muscles have healed for 90% of the way. My blood pressure is doing real good.
Good.
And I'm eating like better than I'm supposed to. And Dave and I will both be quitting smoking within the next month or so. Him.
I just read Rodney's comment. I got the chat up in on my my other screen. That's funny shit right there. Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
I don't think I'd want to be a friar. Oh, Nancy, there's nothing to apologize for.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely nothing to apologize for. I mean, we come into these chats to have fun. And I can take a joke as much as anybody else.
Well, yeah, except for the thing that I read at the beginning of the roast. We're going to have to come up with some good stuff, guys.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was, wanted to ask like a couple of months ahead of time to give y'all a lot of time to prepare, write some good jokes. And, I mean, I want it bad. You heard me.
No comment.
I said what I said.
No comment. All right, gang. I think we're going to wrap it up for tonight because all I've had to eat today is a little salad. And I have 2 pans of fudge done, and I'd like to get 2 more in the fridge before I crash out, and we're getting up at 5 a.m. tomorrow.
That sounds like fun.
No, it sucks.
Well, Adam, I think it might be more that they don't think they know me well enough to roast me. I think that might have been part of the problem. That's why I asked Mike about it. Because he's one of the people that knows me better than almost anybody else.
You're welcome, Vicki. This was fun. Thank you, everybody who chose to come to the channel tonight and to be a part of the Yule Winter Solstice celebration. I really appreciate it. I hope I was able to impart a little knowledge on y'all. Actually, peanut butter fudge is the next one I'm making, Adam. But I don't make real thick fudge. I'm going to do a video of the fudge. It has 2 ingredients, which makes it, and you use the microwave, and from start to when it's ready to go in the refrigerator takes 7 minutes at the most.
Also, I want to thank everyone for being very respectful during the ritual. I really do.
Yes, that meant a lot to me, everyone. That you were respectful of the spiritual path that I walk,
Yeah,
and that you enjoyed yourself being here.
yeah. I
Means a
mean,
lot to me.
yeah, exactly, and that's another reason why I was extremely happy, because all I had to do was, just sit here and watch the comments. I didn't have to drop the hammer on anybody, and it was cool. I enjoyed it, and because I never like dropping the hammer on anybody. I really don't.
Do what video, please, Adam?
Rodney, I take it you mean grammar school? Adam, you're right. She does deserve the
Adam.
respect.
Thank you, Adam. Yes, Nancy, we are a family here.
Yep.
Okay, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you who celebrate. And we'll see you Thursday.
Oh, Carla.
I will do the fudge video.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think that's what they're talking about. So, yeah, go ahead and do that. Yeah. And actually, you know what? Depending on how long it takes, you might want to upload it as a premiere.
It doesn't take that long. I don't know. I'll figure out what I want to do when I get it done. I do it.
I was just saying, because it'll bring everybody in. They can chat while watching the video. And it's just a thought. You don't have to do anything. It was just a suggestion.
I'm not sure if I can do a premiere because I'm not monetized. I have to check.
No, you can do premieres. I'm reasonably certain you can. I mean, I did a couple of premieres before my channel was monetized, so I think you can.
Okay.
I'll look into it though. Okay, I'll look into it.
Okay. Rodney, I hope we see you back. I stream my normal streams are on Thursday night, starting at 7:00 Central, 8:00 Eastern, except for this coming Thursday, which will be at the special time of 8:30 Central and 9:30 Eastern, to let people on the West Coast get home that might want to join us. So, we love you. Blessed be. Take care.
Rodney, you're very welcome, buddy. You're very, very welcome.